Medieval Spawn 2, you have been found guilty by this court of vintage toys to be way ahead of your time. How do you plead?
Don't forget that he stole my identity as well.
But I'm not even an action figure. I'm a statue figure. I don't even have real articulation. Even though you lack articulation, your detail and your paint makes you way ahead of where we were in the late 90s.
Please, I throw myself at your mercy. Don't do it.
You are now sentenced to 24 years in plastic prison.
No, no, no! Hi everyone, it's the Comic Fan Man here, coming at you with another video. And in today's video, we are going to continue our look at another Medieval Spawn 2. And this was, again, a figure from the year 2000. And as you can see in the trial, he was deemed a figure way ahead of his time as far as paint apps and detail work. So he was encased in this plastic prison for 24 years. So his sentence is up and we're going to crack him open and take a look at everything we have. Now, I did do a video showing off the gold variant of this figure, and I also did a video that had both the gold variant and the bloody edition of this figure. And in today's video, I'm cracking open a brand new packaging of the Medieval 2 Censored Edition. And as you can see, the packaging has yellowed. This has been around for 24 years. And we're gonna crack it open, see what we got. All right, let's have a look. All right, so here he is with all of his accessories out. And we're gonna take a look at the accessories first. He comes with this chain with a bunch of skulls tied up in there. Bunch of victims, I'm supposing. He's got this tiny little animal skull, which who knows if it's a tiny little animal or if it was maybe like an imp or a demon, because it's got this really weird horns. Really cool. Two more skulls here for his platform. You just throw them on his platform. And of course his mask. This is the hardest thing to find if you're looking for the figure loose, is to get this mask here. And this mask is wonderful. I love the silver and the blue steel. On the gold edition, I'll show you that later, it's a silver and gold, but this one is the silver and the blue steel. Fantastic. I love this mask. Mask is fantastic. This is the spear for his platform. This is the one piece that I wasn't able to find to complete my the platform of my gold edition Spawn. It's nice. It's got this little fabric tied to it. Very cool. Look at all that detail. Really cool, just for a stick. McFarlane Toys doesn't even do this for his figures anymore. Come on. And of course his medieval sword, his great sword with all the runes on there. That's amazing. His little Spawn logo on the hilt, the wrapping, all of it painted with his little green ball at the end. Amazing, amazing sword. And I now have 3 versions of this sword. One of them is broken, so I will leave that on one of these, but I'm probably going to use one of these on my medieval Kickstarter Spawn, because since I only ordered one figure, I don't get the giant sword, but I will be able to put this on him as one of the 3 swords that I have. I'll be able to use for him to give him a giant sword. We'll take a quick look at his cape. all the intricate work on the cape. Amazing, amazing stuff here. Again, work that McFarlane Toys doesn't really do anymore today. And really no toy company does this, except for NECA. NECA is the only one that even comes close to doing this kind of work. Sculpting and paint wash and all that. And then of course here we have his platform. And I'll show you in a second the difference between this platform and the other one. The other one has a little bit of a blood splatter to it. This one is all a clean battlefield, but look at the skeleton, the distressing, it's amazing. This one has the completed peg, which is also kind of hard to find. This peg breaks off fairly easy because the plastic is soft, and the hole for his foot to peg into here is super duper tight. So this is normally broken off. It's broken off on my other peg stand that I have here. But look at that. Look at all of this amazing work done just on the platform, when most companies don't even do this on a figure anymore. Really great. Now let's take a look at my Medieval Spawn 2 figure. Again, I've showed you him in great detail with the gold variant video, but this is the Censored Edition figure. And as you can see, it has a really nice callback to the blue of the vintage figure, because his steel is blue steel, whereas on the gold edition, all of this is gold. He has blue steel here on the leg as well. Look at all of this sculpting and paint wash. All of this amazing amount of detail that McFarlane Toys doesn't even come close to doing anymore today. I mean, they would sculpt it, but then they won't paint it. Like, look at all of these little buckle paintings. This is amazing. Look at all this crazy detail. The lich pins for the plate armor, the belt buckles here for his straps. That's amazing work. The difference between chainmail and scale mail. The leather that goes over all of it. Amazing work. Look at all of this. Look at the knee pad here. This one has the little Spawn logo with all of this intricate detail, and over here all of this intricate work. Wow, his arm, these guns, crazy detail. And then look at that face sculpt. This is awesome. What a zombie head this is. He's got like little maggots crawling out of there. Ugh. But I love it. Love it so much that I actually bought all 3 versions of this figure. I had no idea there were 3 versions of it, but I found out when I bought the loose one from the comic store that there were 2 other variants, and this was the one that I had originally. So I'm glad to have this bad boy back. All right, let's put them all together. All right, before we put them together, taking a quick look at the difference between the platforms here. There is a difference. I had no idea. So this is the platform that came with the gold edition. This is the new platform that I just got. So as you can see, this peg here does break off. Very easy. This one came that way. But as you can see, they put blood splatter all over here. This one doesn't have any blood splatter. But there's also a small extension here where this one doesn't have, because this figure, he stands with his feet on the peg and on this rock. Whereas on the gold edition, his foot stands here and on the other side of this, because his foot is a flat foot. It's not up on the rock like this figure is. So that's kind of neat. I had no idea. They did 2 different platforms for the same figure. Again, crazy amount of detail work that nobody really does today. All right, so here he is, fully completed and on his stand. Really great. This is the way I had him when I had him way back in the day. Take a look at this. The spear coming out of the ground, which is great, with little fabric tassels on there. This is amazing. I love this. I'm so glad to have this back in my collection. This was the original figure that I had. I remember when I bought the gold edition, I thought he looked a little different, and I was like, I couldn't understand why until I looked into it a little bit further, and I found out that he did do variants, and yeah, it's really, really cool. You put that little skull down there, so he's stepping on top of the skull. Really crazy. All right, and let me put him side by side with the other medieval 2 spawns that I have here. So this is the platform here, and I'm using the bloody medieval spawn on this one. And then I have the gold variant just standing on his own over here. And with him, I also have a King Grayskull fabric cape on. Looks really, really good. Amazing. I have all 3 of them now, and I'm so happy. Yeah, he looks really dynamic standing with his foot on that rock, and he stands perfectly on my shelf without any stand, so I like having him out there like that. But take a look at the difference in the masks. I'm gonna pull off the mask here, pull off the mask here. Take a look at that. Really, really cool. Gold and silver, and then this one is the blue steel and silver. Fantastic, fantastic work. And the color variation differences here, outside of the legs being different, he has this extra piece of gold armor. He does not. His leg is up on the rock here. This leg is flat. His steel is silver with gold, making him the gold edition. And he has the blue steel from the medieval spawn in the comics. Really, really great. Yeah, really happy to have this trio. I only ever had this one, but now I have him back complete with all of his stuff, and really, really happy to do so. Oh, and this stand, he does have a peg here, but this almost always breaks off. And what I did here was I just pre-drilled the hole a little thicker, and now he slides on and off with no problems and no fear of breakage. So if you do get this like brand new, or if you get this with the stand that's not broken, I would pre-drill this hole, just make it a little bit bigger, a little wider, and he'll slide right in and out without worrying about breaking that little stand. And he looks fantastic. Every bit as beautiful and intricate as I remember him to be. Amazing, amazing figure. I really, really wish McFarlane Toys would get back into doing these style of action figures, or like even making articulated action figures with something like this. He did do the Kickstarter, and even the Kickstarter doesn't really have all of this kind of detail on it. It does look great, and I do feel like I'm getting value for what I paid for it. But yeah, this figure from the year 2000, Y2K, was definitely, for me, this is still the best medieval spawn that McFarlane Toys has ever done. The medieval spawn that he released last year, the retail version, like that was terrible to me compared to what these figures are like. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this look at Medieval Spawn 2, the censored version, the bloody version, and the gold version. Here are now in my collection. Very happy to have them. And if you feel that I've earned it, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye now.